I'm going to make a relatively simple copper bracelet today. This piece is 6 millimeters in diameter. I heat and quench in water, which anneals the copper because I want to do most of the work cold. One of the main reasons that I'm doing this is because I've made copper bracelets in the past, given them as gifts, but done them in a more complicated manner, for example, like braiding. But one of the problems with copper is that as you manipulate it, as you bend it back and forth, or if you hammer on it, that hardens it and makes it brittle. So I've had some issues with more complicated bracelets cracking. So I need to get my designs and thicknesses right so that any manipulation doesn't lead to failure. Any bending doesn't make it so it's too brittle. I don't show it each time, but I do repeat this quenching and annealing quite often. I need to give a shout out to my man Stephen Watkins for his most recent generous donation to the channel, helping to keep GS Tongs going. Thanks so much. When you see the copper gray like this, it's actually hot. Hence why I'm using a pair of tongs. Speaking of tongs, if anyone can use a pair or two, get a hold of me, email me, and I'll do my best. I like the textured look that that old file helped create. So just like that is really nice, but I'd like to try to get a reddish tint on this. This water is really warm, and from my experience that does help in getting a red tint. The smoothness on the bottom makes it that if I do strike the bottom of my wrist, it doesn't hurt. Working with forging copper is a nice diversion from working with steel. Thanks to everyone who supports the channel. As you know, we got a lot more fooling around to do.